Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a fantastic story for you here today titled Wife Demanded That We Open Our Marriage, so I opened the door and told her to get out. So this is yet another one of those wives who thinks, oh, we can make our marriage better if only I can just see and hook up with other dudes. And of course, why on earth these women think that their husbands are going to put up with it, I have no idea. Maybe it's because they have so little respect for them. Or maybe it's because they think even if the husband does have a backbone and divorces her ass, that she'll take half of his things anyway. But sometimes when women say crap like this, it completely backfires and it is absolutely hilarious. But guys, don't forget to leave a like on the video on your way in. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. And let's jump right into this story. So it says a 37-year-old man shares how his 35-year-old wife suddenly pushed to open their marriage after over a decade of being together, only to be shocked when he refused and asked her to leave. Now, let me just say this. I mention this whenever we talk about open marriages and open relationships. If you have an open marriage, if you have an open relationship, in my opinion, you do not actually have a marriage. You do not actually have a relationship. And of course, it's never going to work out. I understand the divorce rates are high, right, already. But one way to speed run, I guess you would say, a marriage, right? If you're trying to speed run divorce, I suppose would be a better way to say it, then you should probably have an open relationship or an open marriage, because that is absolutely the way to do it. No dude, especially, wants to be with a woman if he's honest with himself, right? You've got these simps out here who will do it, but any dude who's honest with himself does not want to be with a woman who is seeing other dudes. And the only guys that do have literally zero options with women and also zero self-respect at the same time. But let's jump into it. He says, I'm a 37-year-old male and my wife is 35. We were married for almost 11 years. We met in our mid-20s, both working long hours, building careers and figuring life out together. We had a solid foundation. We communicated well. We had decent bedroom fun. We shared similar values. We never had a perfect marriage, but we had trust, apparently. Things started to feel off about 6 months ago, he said. She started going out more often. Girls' nights, that's always great to see. Self-care weekends and new solo hobbies. She changed her wardrobe, started talking more about freedom and individual identity. I figured she was just going through something personal. I supported it. I gave her space. I didn't push. I had no reason to believe it had anything to do with us. Yeah, so here's the thing. The moment your wife, who is, by the way, what is she, 35? The moment your 35-year-old wife tries to go out for girls' nights, this is not a personal thing. This is not something that we support. Okay, this is like a dude in a marriage, and he just starts going to script clubs, shall I say? And you've got the wife over there, and she's being supportive. Like, what on earth happened to marriage and relationships, man? If your woman is going on girls' nights out, much more as well. This woman is married for over a decade, by the way. This is absolutely an issue. You don't sit here and support something like this. Yeah, man, I just supported her and I gave her space because I thought that was the right thing to do. My goodness, man, what on earth happened to marriage and relationships? Anyway, one evening she came home from one of her meetups and said that we needed to talk. She sat down completely serious and said she wanted to open our marriage. She said monogamy felt restrictive, that she still loves me, but she wanted the freedom to explore. She framed it like some enlightened growth path, like she was doing us both a favor. She even said this doesn't have to change what we have. It just expands it. I could make a joke about this, but I'd just get banned instantly. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So this woman approaches her husband after hooking up with some dude, by the way, because that's what these meetups are. So she approaches her husband and she tries to position opening the marriage as though it's some like healthy, enlightened thing that'll be super cool, you know, and it's only increasing what we already have. And this is the framing that these people use because they don't have any actual logical grounds to stand on, or moral grounds, more importantly, right? And so they have to position it like this because if you use the actual language, again, notice all the language in these stories, man. If you use the actual language and tell men directly what this really is, the men are obviously going to say no. I mean, they should say no regardless, but this is just women doing their best to try and pitch something incredibly stupid. So they always package it, with a neat little bow. Like, oh, we're just expanding what we already have. How about you expand your way out of the damn door? My goodness, man. I looked her in the eye and asked one question. Is this something you've already started? She hesitated for just a half a second too long, and that told me everything I needed to know. Yeah, she's already been seeing other dudes, by the way. Like, by the time women ask you dumb stuff like this, they have already been seeing other dudes. He said, I stood up, I walked over to the front door, I opened it, I looked back at her and said, if you want freedom, here it is, you can leave right now. Fantastic response. She froze like she genuinely didn't expect that reaction. She said I was being dramatic. Yes, that I wasn't even willing to have a conversation about it, that I was just throwing away our marriage over a concept. Notice the gaslighting. He said, I told her, you're not expanding anything, you're destroying the very thing we built. You want to hook up with other people and keep me as emotional support. I am not your safety net. She started crying, begging me to at least think about it, but my mind was made up. I love the gaslighting that is attempted here by this woman, right? She's trying to say, hey, listen, you're the bad guy here because you're not even willing to have a conversation with me about me hooking up with other dudes. Like, why on earth she thought this was appropriate in the first place is completely beyond me. Again, it's probably just because she doesn't respect her husband. A lot of the times when the women pull stuff like this, it's because they think that the husband is spineless enough to put up with it, and he's not going to leave no matter what she does. That's the thought process there. He says, when I married her, I didn't sign up for part-time loyalty. I didn't sign up to be her plan B while she chased whatever new experience excited her for that particular month. If she had fallen out of love, she could have left, but trying to repackage betrayal as some enlightened lifestyle choice, no thank you. She moved out 2 days later and is currently staying with a friend. Mutual friends have started reaching out saying that she's confused and hurting and didn't expect me to actually take action. I've kept it civil but firm. I'm not interested in rebuilding something she was willing to toss away the second it no longer felt exciting. Again, these mutual friends who are reaching out saying she's confused and hurting, yeah, I don't care. I don't think the man should care either in this situation. Oh, she's in so much pain. Yeah, and what's that got to do with me? Right? I told her to get the hell out. I don't understand why you're telling me about this. Anyway, he says people these days want the benefits of commitment with none of the sacrifice. They use words like growth, freedom, and authenticity to justify self-centered decisions that hurt the people who trusted them. I couldn't agree more with that. There's nothing wrong with polyamory. I mean, I don't know about that one. There's nothing wrong with polyamory if both partners want it, but forcing it into a monogamous marriage is just cowardice in a new costume. I mean, this is interesting. He says there's nothing wrong with polyamory if both partners want it. And at the end of the day, guys, if two people want to do something stupid, as long as it doesn't affect me, I don't really care either, right? If you want to have these polyamorous couples who are like, yeah, we're in an open marriage, I'm just going to sit on the sidelines. I'm going to get some popcorn, and I'm going to laugh when it all just completely falls apart. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.